Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So glad you guys could be here. I'm Rooster and we're playing Starfield, and this is the Devils That You Know. Now, we've got the codes, we became a citizen, but apparently someone's asking for us by name, and they're down in Sector 7. That's right. I don't know who could be asking us by name, but we're getting kind of a good rep going on right now. So let's go find out who this is. And again, I'll leave timestamps down below for any little fun things, places that you want to jump to or jump back or go over again. So make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss a thing. We're loving this game. And for everybody, we know what to do by now. Let's go. Let's kick it. Okay, guys, we're leaving off right where we jumped off last time. I'm up on top of the building because I'm going to take this elevator and I'm going to ride it right down to Sector 7. We're going to find out what this is all about. All right. Well, apparently these two elevators do not match up, which is seems redundant. Why would you do that? But I get it. I get it. All right. This is what Sector 7 is? Nobody's even here to greet me? Not even security? Well, I guess you have to have special codes to get down this deep. I don't see anything interesting in here so far. We'll have a little gander as we walk through. Oh, I like that sliding door. Look at that. Now, again, I wouldn't steal anything from in here.
That the UC has such a massive space dedicated to
Oh, okay. So this is like their secret area. Go check it out. Have a look. It's all red tape. There is security walking around and security cameras. So that is what it is. We're going to call that Security Bob. And we're the only ones allowed in. Our companions must wait at the door. So,
welcome, Captain. Please.
What do we have here?
Approach the intercom. You and I should chat.
Oh, I'm gonna just buzz around, check, see if there's anything hiding in any of these rooms. Nothing. Garbage, Moby Dick. We've all read Moby Dick by now. Come on. I don't see anything else. Looks like a laboratory in there. This guy's got a full apartment building in here. Like, I got a house down in the well, and it is absolutely horrendously garbage underground. All right. Don't worry, that video of what houses look like in this place. But this guy, look at what he's got.
President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed.
Yeah, well, you know, what can I say?
Unlike any other invisible enemy lurking in the shadows. You're going to need all the help.
How is it invisible if I know it's the terraforms?
Do you know who I am?
Well, let me guess. I have a couple thoughts of who you might be.
Francois Sanon.
Well, there it is.
Most know me as Vae Victis.
All right, so I'm talking to a ghost now.
War. One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. He executed for my crimes. But the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here. A sacrifice on the altar of peace.
Oh, my Lanta. So are the other two not dead either?
One final act of rebellion by the...
If they kept him, why wouldn't they keep all of them
The trial was authentic,
and hide him down here if these guys were this great?
but my execution, staged. A lethal injection that was anything but. The cabinet at the time, long gone now, wished to keep me on as an advisor. And considering the other option, I was in no place to refuse. So I elected to trade my freedom for my continued existence.
All right.
Such is the life of a soldier.
I understand that. To live to fight another day, so you must be the father.
My progeny, you've been working alongside.
Yeah, funny how I met her, eh?
Of our little family.
Oh, yeah, she told me.
So willing to trust Adrian. I never did succeed in driving that out of her. Our relationship has always been.
I don't know if you were trying to drive it out of her, but her and I got along quite well.
On the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do.
So you're going to help me.
Attempt by United Colonies to solidify its own legacy. Forging a new generation of great leaders. They were raised by adoptive families made up of scholars and tacticians. Trained at the United Colonies' greatest scientific and military academies. Displayed incredible promise.
All right, so we're dealing with
Time the colony war
this dude's set up some major things. And I get that. I understand setting up the cloning to set up a next generation of people that will be the top brass. I get it.
after some long years earning the trust of
All right, fish boy. Tell me everything you know.
to work alongside one of their recovery teams.
So you're helping a recovery team on the Hush Hush, giving intel to them
And organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals.
and help get some of those bad boys that keep getting away.
With quite a few
And
successes,
girls.
I might add.
Let's.
But in the process, I managed to find something else.
What did you find now?
Of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on.
Oh, the exact team I'm going to need, and you knew about this, hey?
Exchange.
All right.
I need something dealt with.
We're going to have to be tactical with this guy. This guy
Well, who
is
better
probably a genius. He's like our little Palpatine.
personally? And I've always had a mind for details. Where someone was born, next of kin. You'd be shocked how often an otherwise brilliant criminal flees to the planet just next to the one where they were born, or where a family member resides.
Yeah, I've always found that was kind of silly, but I usually just thought that was a plot hole in the writing.
For me to track them down and set things right.
All right, spell it out. What do you want?
There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald Orlays.
Orlays?
Myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colonies' more problematic lines of research.
Now, does he also have a clone that I should be concerned of, or is your daughter the only clone? That's my real thought.
Deal more. When the colony war ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day.
Then why don't I go get his help?
Found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him. However you're able. I'm not expecting he'll come quietly.
Why do I need to kill him? Why don't I bring him in and get him on my team?
Tell you what I know.
If I can get him immunity, he can help me out.
Captain, your files indicate a track record of unlikely successes. It is my genuine hope that, perhaps, down the line, you might become a part of our team.
What do you mean, your team?
Might be something of a tryout.
How about maybe I should be trying out you to be on my team?
But the man's been out there 20 years. He's likely gone feral by now. Easier for all if you simply blow up his ship and be done with it.
Well, I am going to try to dock it, because he might have some good stuff on his ship. Maybe his ship himself.
Someone might be tying up this loose end at long last. Though I would ask you, do not make the mistake of confusing me for a simple cutthroat.
Okay.
If that's what you require to sleep at night, so be it. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria. Wolf system.
That's not that far away. That's only the next system over.
The Den. The head of the local Vanguard.
Oh, the Den.
Captain Marquez.
It's not a bad little spot, actually.
And our man.
The Den is actually a great place. We're going to go talk to the deputy right now, but the Den is a great place if you're out in space and you have contraband and you need to get rid of it because they have a trade authority. on board so you can get in there and you don't get scanned when you're flying into the den, which I do like. Man, there's been times. I'll tell you this right now. All right, let's go talk to our Deputy Prime Minister of Internal Affairs. What are we doing? All right. That dude needs to get out of the way. Go sit somewhere. Why are you just standing there?
Captain.
Afternoon, Elizabeth.
Go well. I think it's clear now why we needed you to agree to all the secrecy.
Oh yeah, we're just keeping dead men in the basement, and we can't say anything about it. Sure. Mom's the word.
Nothing you'd ever even think of bringing up in conversation.
How do you even bring that up in a conversation? All your propaganda that I've learned about is that this guy was a bad mofo, and we shouldn't even have him alive. But yet we do.
And she certainly doesn't need a distraction from her current, very important work.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not telling her shit. She's finally gotten out of her daddy's shadow. You think the last thing I want to do is be like, by the way, he's alive? And he's in the basement just chilling?
And that's not a good look for any of us.
No. Ma'am, I'm a lot of things, but I am not crazy. I have my mom check me out.
What we were just discussing.
Yeah, the prisoner says this. Orles.
Found him. Of course,
I guess so.
Is completely out of the question. But bringing him to justice, he's been on the lam for years. That'd be a huge win for the UC. Well, what's being offered in return?
Apparently, we got the whole old school team back up and running.
We'd already initiated a search for them, but it'd save a lot of time and manpower if he just gave us that information. Captain, if that's the deal, you have my endorsement. Just so long as you make every effort to bring the man in alive. Now, was there anything else you wanted to discuss?
I'll bring him in alive if I can. The guy has years of knowledge with mech weapons and all these other things that I would love to get my hands on.
Far from the first name he's handed over, and all previous missions went off largely without a hitch.
All right.
So while I'd certainly warrant caution, I think you can proceed. The Den? It's a star station, orbiting Wolf, the second star station actually to bear that title. The first one was blown to smithereens by House Varun during the Serpent's Crusade. The place has always acted as a remote strategic hub, primarily for repairing and refueling UC military vessels.
All right, so it's a good little stopping ground for us and keeps your
Things there have always been a little more lax.
area of influence.
Trolls included. I can think of worse places in the galaxy for a criminal to hide out. Then I'll bid you good day, Captain, and remind you of the importance of discretion.
All right. I guess we're going to the Wolf section, or the Wolf sector. We're going to go talk to this captain. And like I said, it's just a little hop, skip, and jump over there. Here's the den. When you line up on it, you know what to do. We're going to fly hard into her. Line this up. Now, we got to, with all this going on, I really feel like if this guy is as bad as he was, a visor or not, he can't do any damage down there. He's just telling people where to go and what to look for. Sweet. Just like Hannibal Lecter or any of these other weird criminal story movies we watch where they go and ask like a horrific guy. I think it was a show I watched on Netflix called The Inside Man. And he's in prison, but he's telling about how to collect and hunt down other killers. I get it. Why would you kill a resource like that? I get it. Not a problem. Now I have to I am burdened with their responsibility to keep this to myself. Now, I don't think telling the major is a smart move. This chick is already a little bit unhinged, and I think she could be swung sweet over to the dark side. I need her focused on, now that I believe that she's not actually a reason for this attacks.
Not the Vanguard.
Hi, I'm
Can try, I guess.
just looking for some help there.
What do you need?
I'm Looking for a man.
That's some bad information. If there was a wanted man in our skies, he wouldn't still be out there. Unless... Are you talking about the Warlock?
Oh, the only one person you haven't caught? Yeah, probably.
Responds to hails, never docks. More than a few amateur investigators have tried to find him.
How does he keep food if he never docks and never stays? What's up with that?
Debris fields are plenty dangerous if you're not used to flying in them.
Oh, I see.
You're suggesting it might not have been the fields that caught them. Well, I can give you the coordinates of the Warlock's last sighting.
That would be a lot of help. Thank you very much.
I mean, I honestly thought it was just a story board haulers told to amuse each other. But if the pilot of the Warlock really has been dusting our people, well, hopefully you're about to make our skies a whole lot safer.
All right, can you tell me about what's so dangerous about these areas?
Destroyed decades ago during the Serpent's Crusade by
Hoorah.
House Brune zealots. Big part of the remains from
They love their zealots, don't they?
Around Etheria, forming a nasty debris field. Every now and then, some headstrong scrapper comes limping back because they hit an 80-year-old mine. Or sometimes they don't come back at all. Though, maybe it's not just the field that's been picking them off.
Well, if this Warlock little zombie has been popping off people, that's how he keeps his
Den's not really
stuff stocked up, all of his resources that he might need. Makes sense. You're not smart enough to actually go in there to look yourself, which I'm not surprised.
Out in the debris fields. Otherwise, it's mostly long haulers and staying ready for the day the collective wants another round, or House Varun comes back in force.
All right, I'll take those coordinates, please. Thank you very much.
This should get you pointed in the right direction. Good hunting, and stay safe.
All right. So she gave us that information. Now, we've probably been here before. If you haven't, this is where we come and drop off those crazy boots. Over in the one corner, you're going to have the trade authority. So if you need anything to go drop off right now, that's a great spot to drop off. Make sure you collected any digit picks that you can. Make sure you collect them all. It's super hard. All right, this ship should be up and ready. We should be pumping through. And away we go. We're heading over to the Ethereal Fields. Look at that. Ugh, my girl, that's gorgeous. All right, let's pump it in. Give me full thrusters. Sarah, make sure we got the weapons locked up and ready to roll. Thank you. Hal, don't sit back there. Get that defense up. Let's roll. All right, pumping it in full. Get a little bit closer. All right, I got the Warlock. He's a level 28. Disable ships. So if we have the ability, if you have the EMP guns locked up, you can technically, in theory, take this guy down without a problem. You just shut down his engine. If you have the piloting skill where you can lock on, I don't have that yet, because then you can shut down the engines. And once the engines are shut down, but I almost got him down. Now I should be close enough. Why can't I dock with him? Oh, that's awesome. Well, that happened. It's exactly what I didn't want to happen. But I'm not going to lie. This was the third attempt that I've done trying to get this guy. And I don't have the ability to not get him to blow me up or blow him up, which is pissing me off. But if you do, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you're able to shut down his ship beforehand. All right, let's go back. Let them know that we did it so we can get that information so we can help out our team. It kind of pisses me off, actually. I guess it's something else I have to look into. I feel like this game wants us to do all things at all once, and we only have so many abilities. I'm frustrated. I wanted to bring him in alive. Not only did I want to bring him in alive, I wanted to find out what he knew. All right, we're going to the mask so we can go down to Sector 7, and we're going to talk to our new little friend. All right, here we are at Mass. My God, they have these stairs. Got to get my steps in. Boom. Excuse me, miss.
Greetings, citizen. Welcome to
Oh, that's so nice. Now she calls me citizen because she knows who I am now. All right, back into the basement and around we go. We're going to talk to this guy. Now, as my first style playthrough with everything, my second style, I will be more of a bad guy. I feel like everybody does that, like the good guy, bad guy feel, to see how it tests out. Maybe stepping into ships off the bat might be something.
Welcome back, Captain. You have some news for me regarding Dr. Olays.
I do. Apparently his ship went kapooey. He's dead. One less monster in the world, I guess.
But first, I believe you owe me something. Your evidence.
Oh, you're that dude.
Excellent. Please, deposit it in the transfer system.
Not a problem. Let me get up from my chair. Might have to get a haircut. Looking kind of dorky right now. I got helmet hair. Sorry, guys. I apologize.
Transfer accepted.
You happy now?
Would you look at that? Kept it all these years. Some simply couldn't let go of that old world.
See, because I think that if we had to shut down his ship, we would have been able to grab his dog tags or whatever beforehand
This is fine work.
and bring him back. Pretend to make it look like he's dead.
Find their way to the Red Devil's headquarters. Except for one. That one you'll need to collect yourself.
Terrific. Kaiser.
Him on the Freestar world of Nira, wandering the battlefield there.
All right.
The area was ground zero for Xeno weapon deployments during the war, so I would arm yourself appropriately. And I think you'll want to check in with
Wow.
Dr. Walker before paying it a visit. Kaiser will likely have security protocols you'll need their help to overcome.
All right. It looks like we're going to have to buzz down to Mars and have a little chat with our friends.
The United Colonies. Every effort of my being to their protection. I even gave them my heirs. Even if my circumstances have changed. My purpose has not.
All right. Thank you very much. What kind of security protocols are we talking on this droid?
Model A. Yes.
Delightful.
Customized for the needs of the Xeno warfare team during college.
So we have a Xeno warfare robot.
Cover him.
Hell yeah, I want that. All right. Thank you.
We're protecting the galaxy, Captain.
Dude, you don't have to really convince me. I've already got like 15 different speeches from all you peeps. And that's how we're going to end it right there. This guy's just giving us more shenanigan talks. We killed a warlock. Is it possible to keep him? Not. We'll never know now. And now we have to head off to Mars because we're going to go find a Xeno warfare robot. Oh yeah, sounds awesome. So until next time, guys, stay safe, keep on gaming, and unlock your rage.